Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good day from wherever you're listening from. It's your boy here once more, David Maxwell. We've been out for I don't know how many weeks, like two, three, I think 3 weeks. That was because of exams. Plus, I think we ended the relationship segments. So we're moving on to a different segment of the podcast. So today, um, before I talk about what we're doing today, and all you guys have already seen from the heading. But before we get into that, and before I announce our guest today, we'll be talking about. I wanted to give you a quick announcement. So, first things first, pause the podcast right now. Go over to Instagram, max underscore underscore talks. That's the official Instagram page for this podcast. Follow, like all the posts there. We don't really have that many posts, so it's not that much of a chore. Like the posts. Then we are going to drop our promotional video very, very soon. So I don't know, between the next 3 weeks. I should have dropped it since, but the editor is taking her time rather. The editor is taking her time to really, really fine tune it and do something. So and because I'm on IT, I can't necessarily follow up as much. So I've been busy. So yeah, IT has actually been really chill. But we'll get into that later. Um, it's been fun doing this podcast. Secondly, we're going to be talking about there's a question and answer session that was requested. So I dropped a link on the page, on the Max Talks page, Max underscore underscore talks. Just go to the bio, you click the link. It's anonymous, so I won't know who sent it. So don't worry, your identity is protected. Just go there, click the link, drop your question. It doesn't even have to be a question, it could be a comment, it could be a question, it could be a tweet you saw and then you just want us to talk about. It could be anything, even if it's a topic you want us to talk about, something you just want to verify, just go there and drop it. And as soon as possible or as soon as I can, I will, or rather, actually, on the next episode, we'll talk about it. That's what the next episode is basically about, the whole question and answer. So we'll talk about it. So yeah, am I forgetting anything? Okay, no, I think that's it. So just and once the promotional video drops, you guys should help us like, subscribe, like, share, repost, tag as many people as possible, tag as many blogs as possible, um, repost, comments. Yeah, comments actually do matter too. So comments on, what you like, and yeah, just repost. So getting into today's podcast, this podcast doesn't expect to be long, but maximum as always 1 hour, doesn't go more than that, except the recap one. So with me here today is my is it oldest or eldest? I think I'll go with oldest. The English sounds correct. With me here is my oldest sister. I'll leave her to do the introduction of her profile by herself. She will just be telling us a little bit about herself. She's representing Abuad, kind of. She's graduating this year, so she's representing Abuad in a way in this Covenant University versus Abuad. It's not actually which school is better. It's not a comparison. Okay, it's kind of a comparison. It's just to see how do I put it? It's just to see the differences in the two schools, how a regular university runs, and then there's Covenant University. So yeah, like not all schools are perfect. So we're just going to get views from, we've always been talking about Covenant University because I'm a Covenant University student, but let's hear the views of a different school. Do you get? So over to you. Oh, sorry, her name is. Let her announce herself. Her name is dot. She'll tell you about her name. She'll tell you a little bit about herself. Then we'll get into the podcast. The podcast is basically going to be basically on different segments of each university, and then she'll give her views, I'll give my views, and that's basically what it's going to be about. So enough of introduction. Here we go. Over to you.
Okay, okay. Hello, guys. It's very nice to be on the podcast for once. First of all, I'm a huge fan of what he's doing here. It's been really, it's been really, really amazing seeing him. When he first told me about it, at first, honestly, I'm telling you, if he told you first, you won't take him seriously. I did not take him seriously, but I've seen so much growth. I've seen so much content, and it makes me happy. So, like he said, I think the correct English is elder or eldest.
Oldest. Yeah,
Old,
the
not old,
oldest.
eldest.
Oldest. You are old.
Eldest. Check your English,
You are
bro.
actually old.
Check your English. I'm not even up to 30.
Yeah,
So
you are
relax.
old.
And even if I'm 30, I'm still young and popping.
You are
Excuse you.
still old.
Anyways.
Okay.
So my name is Tolu, and I don't really know. He didn't really prep me to tell much about myself, but
It's not something big, just like your. Okay, you don't really talk about your age. You just talk about a little bit about yourself. Maybe like your hobbies, what you like, what you don't like, and then yeah. So that people just have.
I thought you told me this isn't an interview.
No, it's not an interview. It's not an interview. It's not an interview.
Okay.
It's just so that people know who you are conversing with this with. Yeah. So it's just like, oh hi, my name is Tulu. I'm in final year Abuad, and yeah, I'm studying medicine. Yeah.
Okay. So like you said, my name is Tolu Wani, and I am in my final year, and I'm going to be a medical doctor soon, and then what do I like? I'm pretty calm, I would say, and I beg keep that quote to yourself. Come on, please, we're in public. Let's be guided. Let's be guided. I am calm. Excuse you. Please, let's continue.
Yes.
Anyways,
please, that calmness right now.
So, I said I'm calm. I'm actually calm.
Okay.
We're actually all calm in the house. Anyways, so
okay.
I'm pretty chilled.
Okay.
No stress. And then above all, I what do I want to say? I like reading, at least non-medical books, and then I like music, and above all, I like God. Yes, I'm pretty much serious about God. So I think that's pretty much it. So let's move on to the topic of today, Abuad and Covenant University.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll start. And the first segment on today's podcast is academics. Now, when I'm talking about academics, irrespective, I'll just like to this one's going to be brief because I know a lot of people come to Covenant University and be like, okay, I'll just talk about my experience as an EIE student. I'm an engineer, or rather an engineer in training. While getting there, EIE is just, or academics in Covenant University is actually top notch. Forget it. It's top notch. Like, they know what they are doing most of the time. But, it's still a Nigerian system. They still work under the Nigerian syllabus. And then we're still under the guidelines of Nigeria. So the fact that Nigeria has flaws, you understand that the educational system will also have flaws. And Covenant University can also be so limited. But I can say, if you are ready to study, you're ready to study engineering, or you're ready to study anything that Covenant University offers, we are the best at what we do, be it engineering down to mass comm. That's not to say mass comm is not a deep course, but you get. In Covenant University, we're obviously known for engineering, basically, like top notch in engineering. Number one, forget that stupid ranking that they are putting there. It's just because of some things that are happening in Covenant University right now that is making us drop in ranking. But if you're talking about academics, we're still top notch in engineering. We're still top notch in science and technology. Social sciences and other leadership courses were also still top notch. Do you understand? We receive awards every day. I just recently checked on this thing. We got a 75 million naira award for, I think, JAM compliance. Whatever. I think, yes, we just recently created a CBT center in Covenant University that is really top notch. Actually, I did my exam there. That place is mad, actually. So yeah, like, academics in Covenant University is really, it's good. It's really, really good. Sometimes the lecturers may piss you off and everything, and yet there are still people. But if you are really going to send your child to a school that you feel like you want to get the best education there is to offer in Nigeria, Covenant University is the place for your children. Over to Tolu, I need to talk about Abuad.
Okay, for Abuad, I would say academically, I don't really know. It just gives me like a picture of how Nigeria is. Like, you have wishes, but nothing is actually really working. So it's like they have a plan, but then it's just not implemented well. It's just not. I mean, I'm talking based on medicine and I would say law. I don't really know much about, you know, other sciences or other courses. But for I'm not saying not major courses. All courses are important, but for some courses, sometimes you would actually have to legit teach yourself because they would just come and lecture. And then there's this notion that Abuad is like where people pay money, or that's where the rich kids live or something. So they're always comparing us to the state university. That's Ekiti State University. They're not even paying. They're paying like maybe 100,000 or maybe it's not to 500k max. So I'm like, they're paying way less, and then it's practically the same teachers that are teaching us. So they come angry, hungry, pissed, and they're just giving you the lecture and they're walking away. So I would say academics there is okay, but you're doing a lot. You're the one doing a lot of the work. I would say you're the one doing a lot of the work. So it's like teaching yourself. You have to learn how to, get yourself together and stuff. Law, I would say is different. I think law they actually teach pretty well. Some of their barristers are actually quite good. Then for I don't even have an idea of what social sciences would be like. I do not have an idea of what other courses would be like. But talking based on medicine, I would say it's not as easy as they make it seem. Just because you are in a good school doesn't mean you have it less, hard than those that are in public school. Yes, the environment is different, but then the learning is still the same. It's still the same lecturer you listen to that is teaching me. So the same stuff you go through, the same stuff I go through. And I'm just like, academically, I believe personally is up to the person. Do you understand? Like, they've given you all you need. Everybody is put on the same level field. Everybody in Abuad is put on the same level field. It's the same teachers that teach you. So if you fail, just pick yourself up and do better. It's not that hard. Everybody fails once in life. I'm not one to push anybody down. So academically, I would say over 10, 5. That's an honest 5. I don't want to badmouth the school. I really don't want to. So I'm just going to say 5. They need to do better. Definitely need to do better. Infrastructure, they need to do better. Like planning, they need to do better. Implementation, they need to do better. They need to do better across all boards. And I said it's just like a mini Nigeria. Very horrible. But they need to do better.
Okay, if you're asking me to rate Covenant University, academics as a whole, taking into account my department. If you're going to use my department as a scale for the whole of Covenant University, I'll give them a 6. If you're going to use my department, because before I came into EIE, before I came into the department, the first 2 years of all engineering is just prelims in Nigeria, which I don't see is useless because you are just doing first year is science. You're basically just a science student. Then the second year is useless because abroad you don't do prelims. You go straight into what you are doing. That's why they spend 3 years and they are better than us.
That one is Nigerian system. It's not your school.
It doesn't have to. Nigerian system is the problem. Then you move on to the likes of to second year doing general engineering. They will tell you that you need to be an all-rounded engineer, even if you are going to be you're going to be specifying. I'm like, bro, what's my business with physics what's my business with that aspect of physics if I know that I'm never going to use it in my life? They're like, they are going to, it's good, you learn. I don't need, because I'm never going to use mechanics in my life again. I'm doing electricity for my life, for the rest of my life, and networking. So all this they are telling me, I'm never going to touch it again. Do you understand? Like, we did an EIE practical. Like every engineering did an EIE practical, and they forced everybody to buy toolbox. Now everybody that is not doing EIE, that toolbox is useless to them, and they paid 20. I think they paid 20k for it.
You sell it now.
Who wants to buy it? It's in bad condition because, how I put it, all those things are not top-notch materials. A lot of them are rusted. Most of the multimeters are not more working, so they are just poor. Do you understand? So honestly, these people it is well the academics. But if I'm going to judge based on like Covenant University academics as a whole, I'll give them a strong 8. Because I've seen other departments. I've seen some lecturers that are they are good at what they do. Forget it. Like they are a gem to Covenant University, and Covenant University doesn't realize it. So yeah. Infrastructure. Common University has infrastructure. Yeah, I'll give them strong 9. Strong, okay, wait though. Let's roll it back. Oh. 9 is strong. 9 is too strong. 8. Okay, we're moving on to chapel. I'll start this one. Well, as you know, Common University is not a university, it's an end time army for Christ. So if you are believing that you come to Common University, yeah, if you are believing that you're coming to Common University and you are telling yourself, I'll just vibe it, you will get out of the school faster than you think. Like people come to Common, people come, because there was a girl that tweeted something on Twitter a few days ago, and then she just posted. I think all Common University students have seen this one, but she posted and she was like, the struggle is real. That after coming out of Korean University, that she had trauma. That every time she thinks of going back to the school, maybe for something, that she's always having heart attacks. That they've traumatized her. And then other universities started dragging her. Do you understand? Relax. And other universities started dragging her, and people were like, guy. To be honest, unless you're in common university, you will not understand. And to be honest, we understand what we go through on a daily basis. Do you understand? Okay, other universities are complaining that you are privileged, clinical, your 5 years is 5 years. Our 5 years can be 10, can be 7. I'm like, first things first, before you even talk anything, your 5 years may never be 5 years in Korean University. Your 5 years could be 2 months, your 5 years could be 10 days. I've seen people go home before matric. So it's not like you get expelled for the littlest of things in Korean University. Everything makes you on edge while you're in Covenant University. You get like everything in Covenant University is very, very on edge, basically. Like you go home for the littlest of things. So, and I don't just want to go into that. There's also another segment on that we call weird rules that just piss you off. Anyhow, you know, yeah. And we're talking about chapel in Covenant University now. It's an end time away for Christ, so everything is chapel related. For God's sake, 75% attendance in Covenant University, and you must attend chapel service. Otherwise, you may not write the exam. Do you understand? If you miss 4 chapel services, you're not writing an exam in a semester. You cannot. It's not even possible. So, necessarily, chapel is part of your life. If you think that you're going to, graduate without you're lying. You're deceiving yourself. And the attendance in Covenant University is quite strict. We use biometric machines. So you obviously know that, guy, it is a real struggle. But talking about chapel, to be honest, I'll talk about the service units first. I'm in 3 service units at the moment. The first one is ushering. I joined the 100 level. I was not serious in my life then, and I was not serious in spirituality. So I just joined because the chaplain then, Pastor Kayode Martins, forced everybody to join. Do you understand? So I just felt like, may I join one to avoid trouble? Do you get? So I just joined ushering units. I didn't necessarily want to join. I didn't even come for the orientation. I didn't come for anything. I've never been to any ushering meeting or whatever, even till now. So I left that one. Then 200 level, I took my life seriously. I took spirituality seriously. I rededicated my life to Christ, and I decided to join communion unit. And to be honest, since I joined Command University, I can say that's the best decision I've made throughout, because those guys, I love those guys so much. They are my family in that school, like all across the university, all across levels, 100 to 500. They've been so loving, so caring, so nice people. Like those guys are very, very nice. Like I joined the unit and I didn't want to talk to anybody, and they legit actually walked up to me, started asking me, started talking to me. They are just really, 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 really genuinely nice people. And then it's a good, because you have a big unit, like a big office space. So even between your classes, you can just decide to sit down, chill, converse with people, and it's just a fun time. Like everybody, the arguments, the talks, the gist, the laughs, the banter, everything is just fun. People always think that, okay, you join the service unit, it's all about serving and being serious. But in actual retrospect, it's more than that. It's about building togetherness with people. It's about, being with different people of your level, connecting, networking. Like, there are a lot of people in my service unit right now that have helped me throughout my life, and throughout my stay in Command University. And I know that I can't. A lot of time I'll just be hungry, and this guy just be like, "May I run your child?" You get? It's just it's been fun, and I'm really heartbroken that a lot of them are leaving this semester. But we still have the younger ones, and we hope that when you pass them. Then my third service unit is attendance. Generally, I just joined attendance because I wanted to see, because communion you don't serve every time. You just serve when there's a communion service. So I felt like sorry, I like to pause and apologize for the noise. It's because it's raining. So yeah. So it's because I felt like I want to serve more consistently. Do you understand? So I said, let me join the attendance unit, and I joined the attendance unit mid semester, like mid this semester. So, it was nice. It was fun. It is fun rather. Those guys are also very nice. I can say not as nice as community uni guys, not as expressive, but they have their own they have their own fun. Do you understand? So they are really, really, interesting people all in all, and it will take time for me to adjust and really know them. But like, yeah, they are good people, and serving has been fun. Has been really, 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 really nice. Do you understand? So it's been. Then our chaplain. Well, I've had two chaplains since I entered Convent University. The first one, I felt so bad because we only, this saying where they say you only know the value of something when you don't have it anymore. I feel like that's what really defines our former chaplain. Like when he was around, we didn't take him seriously. We didn't we didn't value him much. As this chaplain came, we were running after this man like, please sir, come back. And then this guy, obviously, you know how winners works. Once you've left the place, there's nothing like coming back. You're gone for good. And it's not like, oh, you did something wrong. They just change chaplains. It's like change of office. So they just change chaplains regularly. So it was really hard. It was really, really heartbreaking when the guy left. Like me, I felt really, really bad that I didn't get as much from him as I would. And I didn't pay attention to his preachings because he's a very, very, he's a character. He's an interesting character, honestly. Anybody that is this podcast in Covenant University knows Pastor Kayode Martins, PKM. The guy was just, he's just the guy. Like honestly, he was a father.
Don't regard them as
Sorry, he's not a guy, but like he's not there though. He went to Abuad. So let me not talk like that, but like he's a father. Honestly, to be honest, his preaching is very interesting. There's sometimes I just go back to YouTube because everything is streamed on YouTube. Just go back to YouTube to listen to some of his past, and it's always just amazing. It's always just nostalgia. Sha sha sha. This new chaplain, Pastor Hill, is a calm guy. He's a chill guy. Sorry, he's a chill man. And he is a nice. He's just like he's a very chill person. He makes some very questionable statements at times, but like I learned that most times it's not about him. It's about what he has come to do, and the information is the content he wants to deliver. So when you focus on that, you actually enjoy his presence. In the beginning, I didn't really like the man, but over time you warm up to him, and yeah, he's good at his job. Let's just leave it at that. So that's all for the chapel and everything in Korean University. Over to, oh, by the way, let me just be like this. Korean University, we have chapel service on Sundays, Tuesdays or Thursdays. Tuesdays for 3 to 500, Thursdays for 200 and 100 level, and then we have Wednesday communion service. Although that one is not compulsory, we have covenant hour of prayer, which we call CHOP. That one is semi-compulsory. As far as people understand what I'm saying. We have word feast on Saturdays. We have what other program? Then we have some chapel programs like the Healer Night. The Healer Night is the event of the session. This is where they invite a well-known Christian, gospel artist to come and perform at our school. I think 2 years ago, I don't remember who it was. Last year was Sinach. Sinach came live. Watching her live was really inspirational. And she looks shorter in person. Man, let me just. Yeah, she looks shorter in person and lighter and older in person. She looks older. She looks older than what she looks in pictures.
She's old.
But she looks older. Like
she's not a young woman.
But she looks really old.
I'm sure because you thought she was young.
I've seen her pictures and then I was like, guy, this person I'm seeing looks older than what she. Maybe they were just old, like very old pictures. Sha. We move on to the this year we're having Nathaniel Bassi. Hopefully my final year.
Wow.
we're having opening. Well, they announce it like every new, like they will announce the one for my final year this year. So we're just fingers crossed. Travis Green, fingers crossed. Yes, now what's this?
Keep crossing your fingers.
No, they can bring him now. They brought Sinach. Why can't they bring Travis
Snatch is a
Green?
Nigerian.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Travis Green is an African, so they can bring Travis Green has come to Government University before. And now, what's his name? This the guy that separated Siamese twins. What's his name? Say his name again. Brian. Is it Brian? What's his name? The guy that separated people with the same brain. Twins with the same brain. Oh Jesus, how will I forget this young man's name?
Don't worry.
Whatever, Sha, you know the guy I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He came to Covenant University too. Like big stars have come to Covenant University. Pastor
Yeah,
Aaron,
but
Peter
not
Obi,
soon.
Peter Obi has come to Covenant University. So it's been like Nathaniel Bassi is just the tip of the iceberg. Like people could come from anywhere. I didn't even know Sinach was Nigerian.
What?
He's Sinach, but apparently the full name is Osinachi. I did not know that. I did not know it was Osinachi. Yeah, but like it's calm. It's calm. You're talking about chapel or your service, or yeah, basically.
Okay, so chapel for first of all, I'm not in the main campus anymore. Like when we get to a particular level, we move to another campus. So in that, I'll first talk about the main campus, then where I currently am. So in the main campus, there's a chapel, there's Abuad Chapel, there's also Catholic Church as well. Well, Abuad generally is a non-denominational university. Like they don't necessarily impose any religion on you.
impose.
So obviously now, CU is a Christian university, so they don't necessarily impose any religion on you. In fact, if they see you wearing anything, like Catholics cannot wear cross, Muslims cannot tie their head tie, like in a particular way. So they're kind of, they pride themselves on the fact that everybody looks the same. Nobody necessarily is projecting any, religion there about. But the church itself, church is nice. At first, there were some what do you call it, some things that we heard about, but once I got situated into the church, I met some nice people. Honestly speaking, I was in Bible study when I was in Abuad Chapel, and it was amazing. The family there, Pastor Bolu, so many people are just amazing. Even my seniors, my colleagues that were there, everybody is just like in a place where everybody is willing to grow, everybody's learning. It's just really, really amazing. Like, and sometimes Afe would come and then he would like sponsor everybody's meal, that kind of thing. They're always like very flamboyant.
By Ben.
So
Covenant University by Ben.
like, so chapel is growing. That's one thing I'm grateful for. The way I met it is not the way it is right now, and that's the hope that I hope it keeps getting better and better, because honestly, we're supposed to grow in knowledge of God every step of the way. So that's one thing I'm happy for, that there has been a shift. And then we've also had times where we've invited ministers. We invited Apostle Selman, we've invited Apostle Arome, even Pastor Iren who has come to teach. So there are so many nice and powerful men of God that have also come to preach in that place, and it has just been nice. All graduates.
Some of them are graduates from Covenant University.
So what does that have to do with
just trying to
anything?
tell you.
I don't guess what does that have to do with
I'm just trying to
him being a graduate is just a certificate. Excuse
graduate
you.
Of, when you graduate
Rest.
from Covenant University, you don't just graduate with a certificate. You
Okay.
graduate
With what? With power.
Power.
Please rest, I beg you.
You graduate with power.
Rest, I
You
beg.
graduate with trauma and power.
Trauma.
When you graduate with power.
I beg.
Serious trauma.
So, chapel-wise, chapel is not. It's growing. That's what I would say. It's not perfect, but it's growing. Now, where I am right now, that's Abuad Medical Chapel. It is just. I don't know. I'll say it's the gift of God to us. It is just an amazing place. I'm a unit head there, and I would say even just
What's
being
in it?
there. My expressions unit is like words, poetry, dance, drama, things like that. So yeah. So I'm like, there, it's just really amazing. That's where you really feel the responsibility of the church, because the responsibility solely lies on you. There's no chapel head. Do you understand? It's one of us who teaches, and he's just a beautiful man of God. There's so many people. Every Sunday service is like the move of the Spirit. Everybody's learning, and you realize that things don't work until you actually like make take that step forward. So it's also teaching you, maturing you spiritually. Do you understand? To accept responsibility, to care for one another, and even in little things, you realize that the pain of your brother is also your pain as well. When I mean my brother, not this one, but like brethren in Christ. You understand? And you realize, oh, when people don't pass, you actually have to reach out to them, not wishing that you did. You actually have to show up for these people. And it teaches you how to even love more. Do you understand? Like it opens your heart to so much more love. It's just amazing. Love amongst us is amazing. And then even teaching the word is amazing. Sometimes we have challenges. I know there was this amazing Christmas carol. We invited so many doctors. So many people came. Even outreaches. It's just amazing. And then we have CMD. That's Christian Medical Dental Association. So it's like the Christian arm of medical people. That too has been amazing. Doctors, consultants, medical students. It's just like a whole branch, and it's national. It's a Nigerian thing. So they can talk about, oh, the Christian branch of so and so. So many people come, they induct you into it. It's just beautiful. So they're also we also have programs sometimes, like Bible study can decide to have programs, drama club too can have an event, a concert. So we usually have that like once a year for each group, for each unit. So it's always nice. Chapel is one thing that brings me joy. I would say that's one of the things I do not regret meeting amongst all the negative things that I've seen in Abuad. Chapel is one of those things that has been beautiful, 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 beautiful. So
Okay, moving on from chapel, we'll be going to another segment I would like to call extracurricular activities and communities. Well, before this podcast, Solon told me that they don't have communities in Abuad, and even if they did, she's not necessarily aware of them. So I'll just run through the communities we have in Common University. Myself, I'm not necessarily too vast in communities. I know we have HSL. HSL is the Broad Startup Lab where they bring, you know, a lot of people to come and educate you on different aspects of your life, career path. They develop your latent skills. We have the executors, creatives, creators, and hey, I can't remember the last one. Just different sets of people basically. Executors are like the business guys. I think creatives and creators are like the coders. Creatives are people that work with designs, and then people, then we have the last group. I can't really remember their name right now. They are the people that are like the heads, not like heads, but like they're people that are trained to be like managing businesses. Do you understand? Like different the executors and those guys, because executors, you are inside the business and you're learning how those business works. You talk about project management, you talk about data analysis, you talk about those things. But those people are like the heads. They are training them to run businesses. Do you understand? Like how can I run a business as a big? How can I be a CEO? How can I be? Because you understand there are some people are just meant for the top as per, not like the rest of us are not meant for the top, but there are some people that are not, that don't like the spotlight. Do you understand? There's some people that are outspoken, that if they want to talk about being the head of everything, they don't want to be the brains behind everything, but they want to be the kind of people that organize other people to get things done. Exactly. That's why I'll put it. They're the kind of people that organize other people to get things done. They're the kind of people that always have guys around. Like if you need this, they have a guy. If you need this, they have a guy. Do you understand? So that's HSL. We have the Literary and Debate Society. That's where Jones is. Basically, writers, poets, they have debates. You know, actually, no, there's the Debate Society. That one is different. Debate is where Jones is, where they debate on different topics, controversial topics, most likely. They talk about it, argue about it most times, and they come up with solutions. Then we have the literary department, basically writers like express, because a lot of people that can write and express themselves in different, you know, ways, how your emotions really, really affect you in school. People really deal with that. We have the art society. I think those are the people that draw. They're artists basically, mostly made up of Aki students, because Aki drawing is like a requirement for them to be able to be Aki, because if you cannot draw, Aki is not for you. Do you understand? Because half everything they do is drawing. Everything they do is drawing. Do you understand? So basically, we have an art society where people just come, they express themselves in art, drawing, they are just beautiful people in what they do. Then I think I think that was all. Basically, drawing, art, literary. Is there any other thing? Music, because we don't have a music department because that's what choir is for. They don't call them choir anymore. They call them Covenant University Music Department. They deal with everything music. You understand? So if you really want to develop yourself musically, you actually just join that department and then you join there. We don't have a dance because a dance department is already inside chapel. We call them reflections. They minister to people through dance. They are really, really good at what they do. People like me that cannot dance to save my life, but they are really, 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 really good at what they do. And you know, my friend, my best friend, my personal person, Mesoma, is there. Really good dancers. All of them can dance. Do you understand? We also have a Common University Theatre Group. These are all units in Chapel. I'm just referring back to Chapel. You know, these guys, those are just the communities we have in Covenant University. You know, that goes for the co-curricular activities, sorry, the communities we have in Covenant University, you know. So I feel like if you're in Covenant University, I think we have a fashion. No, we don't have fashion. Oh no, we don't. I thought we do, but we don't. You know, every skill you could possibly have has been laid out in Covenant University. I think they also have a video games department. It's basically for creation and testing of games. Yeah, I remember it's a community for creation and testing of games. They have their meetings, they have their um, things. So basically, you just come around. If you're a coder and you know that you can create games, you know, if you are someone that likes testing out games, you can also join. They're also coders. So yes, I think there's a textile class. There's a textile community too where they create bags and everything. But that one is not really, people don't really go there like that. Do you understand? It's just a few people who are talented in those kind of things. So moving on to the extracurricular activities we have in Kona University. Kona University, we promote sports, not so much. I think the only thing we promote is football, basically, as per normal schools. Everybody just promotes football as per, even in Nigeria, that's the only sport most people know Nigeria do, football. Nobody ever knows Nigeria as a national basketball team, tennis team, squash team, but everybody just knows how. At least everybody knows Super Eagles. Do you understand? So basically, you in Kona University too, we have a national, sorry, we have a Covenant University team. You know, we have a Chancellor's Cup every Omega semester. Omega semester is the second semester, and we have CUPL, that's CU Premier League, every Alpha semester. You know, they promote football a lot. We also have a female league, although it's not so loud because, you know, so girls too can participate in these activities. We have a what else do we have? What else do we have? Okay, for sports, I know I play badminton. I'm on the school badminton team, although I'm not one of the highest people there. There are ancestors before me. Ancestors before me. Plenty ancestors before me. Like if I go for competition, I don't think top 20 I will not be part. But I'm a pro, but they are ancestors. Like they are guys that are just there for their sake. You understand? So we have a badminton team. I don't think we do squash. We have a professional tennis team. We have table tennis. Deadly people. We have table tennis. We have chess. National. We have a chess team that can go to nationals. We have Scrabble. We have every game, every like normal game you can. We also have a track team. Yes, we have a standard track in Covenant University. We have a standard stadium, a standard football pitch in Covenant University, a standard track. We have a relay team. We have all these athletics. Covenant University has it. So co-curricular activities, like I said, we have Chancellor's Cup, where Chancellor's Cup is basically where all the departments, not all the departments, but selected departments or departments that are ready to register up their teams and they fight for the Chancellor's Cup. This year, as we all know, MEC made it to the finals, but MEC disappointed engineering and lost to accounting. Accounting won 2-1 after, I think MEC scored first. No, accounting scored first and made it to the finals and they won 2-1. What else happened though? Yeah, I think that's what we have for co-curricular. Okay, aside sports, we have different events in Covenant University. It's chapel related, but accounts as co-curricular, to be honest. Sorry, accounts as co-curricular, to be honest. We have we have Drama Night. Drama Night is basically the Covenant University Theatre Group hosting a 2-hour drama. You know, it's always a fun time. They always like turn up every year, and it's always mad. If you really want to go to just go to Olive Media and type heritage, you will see what we did this year. Um, we have reflections. Can you 17? It was an amazing time in God's presence. Dancing. You never know that you can be ministered through dance. To you watch reflections rather. Those guys are pro dancers. Like they are really good at what they do. Um, Co-curricular activities. I think that's it. Everything else you have to do by yourself. You draw, but most of them that's like co-curricular and communities together. You get because most of the communities are co-curricular activities. You draw, you dance, you write, you sing, whatever. But that's for Cover University. Over to Toluani for Abuad.
To be honest, I don't really know much. I'm not like a
You're
co-curricular
co-curricular.
person, so I know they have like you know this is just not really my thing. They have like sports, they have basketball, we have indoor, outdoor courts, we have long tennis, like two long tennis courts. We have a stadium, we have swimming pool, we have a gym, we have I don't know, man, all these things that I just don't do. So yeah, we have all those things, badminton, all the courts you can think of. And we have like a planetarium where you can see the solar system, like a huge telescope and stuff like that. So yeah, I think co-curricular. I think that's majorly it. I don't really know much about um, groups, and I know we have drug free club. There's book club, but I think those are just the only two. I'm not. I'm sure there are more, but I'm just the one that doesn't know so much about them. So I don't really know much about the other things. So yeah, that's basically what I know about Abuad.
Okay. We're moving on to the last two segments we have. Um, we're talking about the people and the fashion in our universities. Let Abuad go first in this one. People and fashion in universities.
People, like I said, I'm not
Talk
really.
about your friends.
My friends are medical people. So that's why I'm like, and most of my friends have graduated, and in that time, most of my friends that are in other courses have graduated, and in that time, I would say fashion is, it's pretty good. Like it's neat if you can dress. But in Abuad, we have college color, which like messes things up because every college has a color, and you must be wearing that color unless you like, you know, be called out. So because of that color code thing, it's just off. But some people try. I would say law they dress the best. Like they are really really good dressing styles. Like really neat, really. Even though their color is black and white, but they really know how to pair things up. I would say followed by um maybe SMS because they are free. They dress anyhow. I won't say really anyhow, but they are more like free with their dressing. I don't know about now. Like I said, I'm not in main school anymore, but at least from then, from my previous, friends and everything, yeah, they also dress. Then I would now say sciences. That's medicine and health sciences as well. So we don't really care just to wear our red and go to class, that kind of thing. Nobody really cares about looking good, except for like some people that are, fashion wise. I'll say nobody really cares. Everybody just wants to look nice, look expensive. Yeah, I think in Abuad it's more of looking expensive. Like you could wear rubbish, but if you have like three things that everybody knows is expensive, you're good to go. I would say yeah, that's more of like Abuad style. Yeah, that's more of like Abuad style. So and obviously Abuad is more of like, you want to break rules, have piercings. Some people have tattoos, depending on whatever your vice is. It happens a lot. So that's like Abuad for you. Then you said people and
Fashion.
I don't really know much of people. I'm not like everybody has their own people. You see different types of characters there. I mean it's just like in mini Nigeria, like I said, you see the people that are questioning their sexual orientation. I'm not going to put that in quotes. You see people that are, good. I don't really know. I don't want to categorize people, do you understand, based on what I know. But basically just people you see outside is the same normal type of people, I guess. So yeah.
Okay. Sorry, excuse me. Let's start with people. People in Korean University. I feel like every kind of person you can find on this planet, you can find it in Covenant University. Apparently, that includes sexuality. I learned that this semester. Okay. So you mean you find different people? You have people that are introverts, you find extroverts, you find ambiverts, you find people that just want to be left alone. You find people that want to be participating in everything. You find people that just want, you know, to be sports guys. You just find people that just come to school for vibes. You find every kind of person that you could possibly think of, every kind of personality traits you can find will be in Commonwealth University. You understand? And that is saying a lot because there are over how many personality traits do you get in the world, and then you can find all of them. I can vouch and say you can find all of them in Commonwealth University. You have people with social anxiety. I'll talk about the worst ones now. You talk about people with social anxiety, you have people with anger issues, you have people that are scared of even relating with people. You have the mean guys, you have the wicked guys, you have the overly nice guys, you have the overprotective guys. Just have by guys, I mean boys and girls basically. You have every single kind of person you can ever think of in Covenant University. Do you get? So the people in Covenant University, I feel like it's all about just matching who you are with who you can relate with the most. Do you understand? You find the dark guys that just like dark humor, my kind of people in Covenant University. You find the spiritual guys. You find the guys that chapel is their life. Everything outside chapel does not matter. You find the guys that just relationship is does it. After relationship, they don't care. You find the guys that as long as it doesn't involve academics, it's not their business. You find the human calculators. You find every kind of, just name it. You find this in Covenant University. Like, give me a personality trait, I'm very sure you find them in Covenant University. I can guarantee you. Then fashion. I feel like it's not just about being expensive in Ghana University, because everybody, the moment if people find you expensive, people will just be running to you. People will just be trying to be your friend, because once people know that you have money, you just find out that it will be very difficult to differentiate who are your real guys and people that are just using you for cash. Because in as much as you have money, do you understand? You obviously still want to help your friends. Do you understand? But there's some guys that will just be coming anytime they come to you, you just Chama Abeg, Uji, 2K Abeg. And then, yeah, you have the people that, money itself is not an issue. As per money, we have people in government university that they can buy. I'm not even playing. We have students in government university that can buy land in government university as we speak, but they are just looking. Well, plenty people that are making. I mean, I have a guy, or I know a guy that is one of my guys. Guy, he works with Formula One.
You don't tell me. I know people.
Yeah, so
I'm just saying, like,
what? My school fees is just 1 million now, so and that's like the highest.
About money is very their object.
True, but like that's it. You people are more expensive as well. Plenty people, not many people. Sapa is killing all of us in this school. Killing all of us in that school because everything is expensive. Everything is.
You're talking about expenses.
Everything. See, just because I don't have SIM and I'm not paying for what do you call that thing, recharge card.
No matter what you think is expensive, Abuad is like times 2.
How much is your packed food?
Packed? We don't sell packed food.
How much is food? You want to buy food?
Like 700.
700. Ours is 600.
So I'm like, you can't compare. Whatever you think is expensive, Abuad is more.
Okay, whatever. So basically, we're just trying to survive. You understand? In the school, everything expensive. I mean, I learned that pen is now 100 naira. I did not know.
Yes, no, that one's normal.
Which one is normal? This thing was 20 naira. How many years ago?
Look at you.
Now wow.
Just wake up, bro.
In 100 level, yeah, I will carry 500 and I'll feel full. I'll go to calf. My hand will be full. If you're carrying 1K, you understand, you're a rich person, no?
Obviously. Now,
Because
1K cannot get
now 1K, I'll go there, I'll buy what Yamarita and I'm done. Like Yamarita was 500. I would buy Yamarita. Like I could buy Yamarita and shawarma with 1K. Now that is about 2.5. Just let me not exaggerate. That was 1.8. That's almost 2K. Do you understand? And that's deathly expensive. Do you understand? So personally, fashion. Okay, yeah. Let's go back. I was going to talk about money. Let's go back to fashion. Let's see. Typical CU boy. What do we wear? Like typical CU boy. I'm not a typical CU boy. My fashion sense is different. But like other typical CU boys, Dr. Marks, Doc Martens, whatever. I don't buy the shoes. I don't know.
But just get it.
Okay, Doc Martens, original and fake. They even make shoes in Covenant University, so Yeah, we have like people that make shoes in Common University. So yeah, Doc Martens, um, colored Doc Martens with colored laces basically, um, baggy trousers that are ironed, like the gators can cut somebody's skin. Ironed baggy trousers like this, canvas belts, starch shirts that will stand,
Why?
over starch
Is that
shirts.
supposed to be attractive?
I don't get shirts that will stand. If you leave it, it will stand.
Dead.
Paper shirts that the fabric is basically paper at this point. Starched shirts. This wool tie. I don't even understand. Wool tie or vintage tie, one or the other. Then these square
Vintage
shades.
like daddy tie. Fat.
Vintage, no thin vintage ties.
Okay.
Then starched. Sorry, these square shades. I've never liked it, to be honest. Rectangle shades or square shades. I've never liked it. I wear round shades like a normal person. I'm sorry.
What do you mean like a normal
Like
person?
a normal person.
Everybody has their own style.
Please, that square shades looks
Some
trash.
people don't like aviators.
Sorry. What else do I wear? Sorry, what else is common? Then maybe chains, bracelets, bangles. Not bangles, but like beads. That's basically it. Then a watch. That's for boys. For girls, CMSS girls. That they are the model CU girls basically. We have these vintage shirts. We have these Doc Martens shoe, but like for females. We have these net socks that I just find very weird. Like if you're wearing socks, wear socks. If you're not wearing socks, don't wear socks. Like it's not even that. Are you confused or conflicted? I don't understand. But like that's just my view on it. Then trousers, a belt. Some girls wear skirts. I don't know. That's up to you basically. Then wig. I say wig because at this point it's an accessory because they wear it so much. Then also shades. Then this always is it? I think one of my friends called it armpit bag, but this small bag like this. Yeah, they call it armpit bag. This small bag that you just keep here. Like, I don't understand. It shall always. It's like a purse, but like it's a bag.
Okay, first of all, two
Eh.
things I want to
Uh-huh.
correct from what you just said. Hair is not an accessory, it's a necessity. One.
Wig.
Yes, that's what I mean by hair.
But like they wear it so much at this point, it's an accessory.
No, it's
Like,
a necessity.
okay, it's a
an
necessity.
essential.
Okay, it's
Yes,
essential.
it's
All right,
essential.
all right.
Yes, it's an essential. And second of all, what do you mean by armpit bag?
Like it's like this. You
You
just
mean a shoulder bag?
they call it armpit bag in my
Those
school.
people are village people. Yes. Yeah.
Sorry,
They need
no,
to be
not all these ones that are long. I mean, very short. Like it's here, like it's literally hugging the under of your arm. Like it's like
Do you
this.
think the designers will call this an armpit bag?
Maybe because of
If
his
they
armpits.
didn't-
Maybe it's because of his like
No.
armpits. Just
No,
sounds
it
weird.
can no.
But
Can
okay,
never be.
okay, arm bag basically.
Nothing like an arm bag.
Okay, shoulder bag basically, or well, that's basically what they dress. I personally, I just wear trouser, one shoe, normal belts, normal leather belts, and half of the time you can't really see what shirt I'm wearing because I'm wearing a sweater or a sweatshirt on top of it. So you may decide. Okay, apparently it's a
Shoulder
shoulder bag. No, it's shorter than that too.
Yes, but they're all the same.
Okay. So and then I'll just decide to wear a sweatshirt on top of it, and then at this point, the way beards used to grow, beards is becoming an accessory in my school.
What?
I'm telling you. Although it's not allowed, but it's becoming an accessory. So basically, I think that's basic fashion in Common University. But casuals, cargo pants everywhere. Cargo pants, Nike slides, Nike or Adidas. If it's not Nike or Adidas, it's always one strange designer. Nike or Adidas, then just plain shirts, plain baggy shirts. Then those useless shades again. Then that's it. I have an agenda against those shades. Leave me alone. Those useless shades. Then
Those shades are fine. I'm just saying.
those make you look like weird, like whatever. Shall I have an agenda with those shades, and yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. There's nothing more that people wear. Like, oh, guys also wear this tiny bag like this. Okay, but that's it basically. So that brings us to the end of this podcast. We didn't reach an hour. I skipped through some segments because I didn't want to prolong this thing too much. But if you want part two, I have another sister, so we can try that. What? She also did this in Abuad.
Yeah, she just to have the exact same opinions that I do. I feel like if you want a better opinion, you should talk to Mishi. That he's in school right now. He's a
Timothy is my
guy.
cousin.
Yeah.
Okay,
He's
I'll
in
try.
school right now. He's a guy. He
I'll try.
relate to more of things.
I'll try.
Yeah.
Okay, so with this, we bring an end to the podcast. Just once again, I just want to remind you guys at the end of this podcast, go straight to my Instagram page, max__talks. Go there and engage. Drop your questions, your topics, your comments. Even if you comment on this podcast we just did, go there and engage right now and try as much as possible to, just talk and let's see. Do you understand? So that, the next podcast will be what you guys want, not necessarily what I want all the time. Do you understand? Like I said, it's a podcast for the people, by the people, and with the people. This is where the with comes from. So yeah, we'll also be having game show later, but that'll be later after these people have gone. So you're going back to school now. I still have IT for the next few weeks. So we're going to say bye-bye to my oldest sister.
Eldest.
Oldest. We're going with oldest.
Eldest. You are going with oldest. I'm not.
For the record, it's my podcast, so we're going with oldest. We're going.
I thought you said it's for the people by
Are you a subscriber? Are you subscriber?
Zero you.
I said with the people. That's me and the people. It's with the people.
You said
for the people too.
Bye.
Is enough. And she says she's calm. Well, we're saying bye-bye to Toluani. She'll be on the podcast later in the future. We don't know when. Bye, guys. Hey, guys. Just one more thing before we end completely. I just wanted to say that, you guys should really engage. If you really love listening and you want, this content to continue, because I've heard so much from you guys as these people that I've met, even people that know me, people that don't know me have come and tell me that they love the content of this podcast. It made them laugh, it made them smile. It really, some even use the podcast to read. I don't know how you people do that one, but if you really enjoy the content of this podcast, you want me to continue posting, help us by sharing the link. If you need the link, DM me on max__talks, although the link is on our bio. But if you need the link personally, I could give it to you. Help us to advertise as much as you can. Share it to all your friends. Don't say, oh, this my friend's not Economic University, so I can't share the link. There are people outside Economic University that also listen to this podcast. There are even people that are not in Nigeria that listen to this podcast. So I have people from all the continents, that apart from obviously Antarctica, that listen to this podcast. So don't be people from Europe, people from Asia, people from North America, South America, Africa, Australia. Even Australia is one that baffled me. So don't, be shunned. Don't feel like your effort doesn't matter. I need you personally. So please help me as much as you can. Because to be honest, what is driving me is the fact that I daily see people being helped by this podcast. I see the podcast make people smile, and that brings more joy to me than anything. So please, if you can do so. There's no need to just keep this kind of joy to yourself. This podcast has made you happy, so make others happy. As long as you're listening to this podcast, just quickly go onto your page, share it, follow the Max Talks page, talk to your friends about Max Talks, and let's blow this up. Do you get? Because my success is your success. In as much as it's my podcast, we also get a lot of ideas from you guys. So your input does matter. Do you understand? And as for the question and answer, please, I'm getting questions now, and I thank you guys for that. But in as much as I need more questions, you understand? The more the merrier. It's a 1 hour podcast, or it could be less depending on the questions. But I need you guys' help for that. So please, don't disappoint. Don't fall my hand. I'm counting on you guys. Click on that link. It's on my bio also. So click on the link, ask your questions, and I'll be happy to answer. So yeah, see you guys on the next podcast.